While manufacturers grapple with future-proofing the performance car, it seems enthusiasts can't help celebrating past glories. Crazy auction prices get crazier, historic racing is thriving, and the likes of Jaguar and Aston Martin are getting into the continuation game with cars like the reborn lightweight E-Type and DB4 GT. I'd like to say I'm forward thinking that I don't romanticise about the good old days, and normally that's true, but, well, God, GT40, I mean, just look at this car. For me, this is what perfection looks like.
To me, this thing looks $1 million. In fact, make that 10 million or 20 million. I love my old Ferraris, stuff like the 250 LM, and I'm a sucker for a wide body 911 RSR, but nothing speaks to me. Nothing speaks to me like a GT40. Maybe that should be shouts at me. This car shouts, it is absolutely deafening. I haven't worked out what it's saying yet, but I think I'm just going to keep driving it until I figure it out.
Now this car is a continuation too, but its story is slightly different. It's built by Superformance in South Africa and is a near exact copy of the 1966 Mark II that won Le Mans with Chris Amon and Bruce McLaren. In fact, it's so good that Shelby, who ran the Le Mans winning car in '66, sell these cars as rolling chassis through their official dealerships here in the US. You can use a variety of engines, but this one has a 7-litre Roush V8 producing somewhere around 550 horsepower. Okay, so it's a small block rather than a big block side oiler, but you can get one of those too if you want to be 100% authentic. That authenticity is evident pretty much everywhere you look, and over 2/3 of the rolling chassis parts are interchangeable with those of an original GT40. Unlike the continuation cars from Jaguar and Aston Martin, the Superformance uses fiberglass panels and a pressed steel roof for the monocoque, so you don't have that amazing hand-rolled aluminium to drool over. However, compared to those multi-million-dollar creations, this GT40 is a bit of a bargain. You can get a similar spec car to this one for around $180,000, complete with a 7-litre engine and 5-speed ZF transaxle. For a car that looks, by my reckoning, well, maybe $10 million, that is a hell of a deal.
The magic starts as soon as you slide behind the wheel. This car is left-hand drive with a centrally mounted gear shifter, but you can get the correct right-hand drive with that sill-mounted shifter. The view out is just amazing. Those unbelievably beautiful front arches frame the view. You've got these gorgeous little mirrors full of intakes. And in the rear mirror, I can see that mighty V8 rocking and rolling on its mount, such as the torque and power of this Jethro 2. It's just so evocative. Of course, it's the drivetrain that absolutely dominates this car. The engine is a Roush unit, and it provides heat and vibration and the most astonishing soundtrack. There's power too, plenty of power, but it's not all torque and no top end. It rewards you when you're brave enough to ring it out. The ZF box got a dogleg first, and it's quite a physical shift, not crazily so, but actually its speed and its rhythm is a perfect match for that heavyweight feel of the V8, and it just gives you access to this engine. I mean, just listen to this thing. Listen to it rev. This is what an engine should sound like, right? The The steering on this car is heavy, but it's not horribly so once you're on the move. And it's full of feedback. The balance of this car, which runs fixed rate Bilstein dampers, is good. You can feel a bit of understeer build, but it doesn't wash away. It's reassuring, it stays with you. And it makes you have some confidence to push beyond that. It's really good traction actually. But of course, with all this power and torque, the rear wheels can be made to spin. Do that and the oversteer doesn't come too fast or snappily. You can just about play with this car on the edge, but you do not do so lightly. But just listen to all the car's messages that it's pouring back at you, assuming you're not completely dumbstruck by that V8. But if you listen to those messages, yeah, you can start to feel like you're pushing it. Start to feel the balance. That's a pretty wonderful thing to do. So yes, this is a furious car. But it has poise and grace as well. Okay, the brakes. 4-block Wilwood brakes. No drive rate, obviously. They feel good, I have to say, they feel pretty good. They do that really good thing which the whole car does, which they measure weight and response perfectly. How to sum up this Shelby, this Carroll Shelby GT40 as an experience then? Noisy, hot, physically demanding, and so cool. I mean, so cool. There really is nothing else like this car. It's just unreal. It makes you feel heroic and puny all at the same time. It's just so exciting. For me, it's bordering on perfect, proper thing. I'm just going to do this all day. I've got nearly a full tank of fuel. I'm going to do this all day.